Welcome to part 3 of the Spongebob movie game Let's Play, and we're going to be finishing off this level. And, well, battle, which is very easy to, well, pass. Let's just hit those generators and defeat all the enemies. Wait for it. This is awesome. Booyah! Haha, so satisfying. Just defeat all the enemies and the trampoline will open up. What happened to the music? If you listen closely to the video, what happened? Ran into some kind of music glitch. But we are not done here yet because we have one more Goofy Goober token to get before we finish off the level. And it requires with Patrick. Conveniently enough, there is a portal head nearby, so let's just jump into that right now. And we're gonna backtrack a bit. I don't know why SpongeBob is on that rock. And again, I don't even know how you can get out of boundaries. Alright, so now we have Patrick get steamed. It's basically another platforming level, but as the name implies, there are steam geysers everywhere, so this part is really easy. You could just pass the path they intended you to go through, and just this one you can't really cheese your way past this, so just be careful where you're jumping. And I'm kind of bum rushing it. I'm always bum rushing things, aren't I? But there's your Goofy Goober token. And thankfully there is a teleport box which leads us right out of the cave. But we still have to go through the wooden platforming section. I don't know why. Hey, hold down on the camera there. And as you can no doubt tell by the buttons, we're going to be switching back to SpongeBob because he has the bash move. 3 buttons this time. Just bash them all. What a mess I made. There we go. Owned. And that is it for 3,000 miles for Shell City. Well, to Shell City, I should say. And it kills the hillbillies. Nah. They weren't really part of a good... They didn't really have a huge role in the movie. But now more low... No, wait, never mind. And, no, I was gonna say there was gonna be a cutscene happening, but it's after this level. Yep, so we're pretty much gonna be taking down the last of the towers here. We're in this desert that's also, well, connected with a mine. There's also a mine. This is the desert that no one... Well, it's not like this is the desert that no one has returned from. As explained in the last part. Okay, so now we're gonna be introduced to another gameplay style. Well, that pretty much shares the same amount of Goofy Goober tokens. Welcome to sliding levels. Well, for some reason, and the SpongeBob and Patrick will kind of have to slide through a course. In these sections, you're pretty much moving automatically, like you're holding forward. Oh, upgrade. And I upgrade SpongeBob's health. Why not? But yeah, the sliding stages, you're automatically moving forward. And the only thing you can do is move left, right, and jump. You can also slow down by holding down the left analog stick. But hey, at least it controls better, unlike a certain other game I know. But let's not get into that. Basically, you just gotta hit the targets along the way, and it knocks down on the radio towers. You shouldn't have to worry about missing the targets because they're pretty much right in front of you and they're huge, so they're pretty much impossible to miss. And so, yeah. Like the driving stages, is there are 5 Goofy Goober tokens that you can get. And they're pretty much the same objectives. First level, get to the end. Then second and fourth, time trials. And the third level is pretty much a ring challenge. Again, I'm going to be showing off the ring challenge just for every driving and sliding stage. The time trials I'm only going to show one time in the driving level. The first driving level. So the only real difference in the time trials is the time and that you're given. And I will say right now though, they get rather brutal near the end. But I'm not gonna mention that. And I don't know what else to really say about this. When was this in the movie? Oh right, never. This is pretty much, yeah. Later on in the game, you'll pretty much notice is that there are gonna be moments where they're not in the movie, and they're there for filler. It's incredibly noticeable at the end, and there's this one level where, well, actually, there's a few levels where it's kind of blatantly obvious. But we are almost near the end. We have hit the 4th target. How convenient that there's a catapult there. And it's so easy to ruin Plankton's plans like this. Like I said, I don't think I mentioned this in the Battle for Bikini Bottom LP, but some of Plankton's plans can even put Dr. Eggman to shame. Like, that's something to notice, at least in these games, and I think in some of the TV shows. Well, some of like the episodes in the TV show, that was really bad wordplay. Hey, just pretend that you never heard that. And now we have completed the first sliding level. First mission, I should say. And now for low budget cutscene. Look at that still image. It's work. Also, for those that have seen the movie, yeah, I know I have. I can't help to notice that with some of the images, they're like different art styles in a way. Like some of them. Like some images from the movie don't even look like they're from the movie. Yeah, and sometimes they do look like from the movie. Like this still image right here. I don't understand and why. But we are now out in Bubble Blowing Baby Hunt, on which the bar yeah, it's pretty much bar level. We're going to be introduced to 2 new enemy types. And, from the previews I've seen, well, actually, no, we actually get a new ability. Since we have enough Goofy Goober tokens. And now we have our ground pound. And that was really awkward for me to say that. But yeah, now we have the ground pound, which is pretty much Patrick's exclusive ability. And what sucks from the beginning is that the ground pound when you first get it, it's pretty much gimped. Like to the point where the only thing that this ground pound can't do is it can't really stun enemies that are nearby. Hey, you just have to upgrade it. You pretty much just have to upgrade the ground pound in order to stun enemies, which is kind of necessary for like some of the later levels, one in particular. But now we are introduced to the first enemy type, which is the spinning enemies. By the way, go here and smash the ground and you get another treasure chest. These spinning enemies pretty much work just like the G-Loves from Battle for Bikini Bottom. It takes 2 ground pound hits. They can be a little hard to avoid. But that's only because of their placement. And now we have to go through the bar segment, which is pretty much a platforming level, even though we don't really defeat all the enemies. By the way, I haven't mentioned this yet, but in levels like this, we'll have like cosmetic changes, like the animation for Patrick is different, like he's running away. And later on, we're gonna be seeing the seaweed mustaches. Later on. By the way, did you notice that in the cutscene the Spongebob and Patrick are on this side? That's one thing I never got. But now we're introduced to these turret-like enemies, and they go down in one hit. And the real challenge is to actually get to them. But if you have like the deflecting ability, then shouldn't be too difficult. We're also introduced to the exploding crates, which pretty much work just like the thunder tikis. So if you ignite one, run away. Here you pretty much just have to press the buttons in order to like make a self-made bridge. The platforms will descend after a while, but they give you enough time so you don't have to worry about it. This floor looks suspicious. We are now at another challenge, which is pretty much an alternate pathway. I'm starting to notice that at the if you take multiple pathways, you're rewarded with a Goofy Goober token. But now Patrick gets steamed. Like in the last level with Patrick gets steamed, it's pretty much another platforming level. Well, we have to cross these disco floors. Just like in Battle for Bikini Bottom, you don't want upgrade for no apparent reason, and I upgrade the smash ability. Just like in Battle for Bikini Bottom, you don't want to touch the red, and otherwise you'll take damage. And yeah, you want to stay on these because the floor below is actually deadly for some reason. And I died. I guess Patrick can't handle the disco fever. And I didn't cut it out because, well, it's not really long. I'm kind of fried from talking a lot. I just give you guys information. And I'm having like pauses just here and there. But you just go through the platforming segment and you get your Goofy Goober.